All right, everybody, we began your top 5 news in Ferguson once again this morning. The reaction to the scathing Department of Justice report has been swift, with Ferguson's mayor vowing change.
Let me be clear. This type of behavior will not be tolerated in the Ferguson Police Department or in any department of the city of Ferguson. We must do better, not only as a city, but as a state and a country. We must all work to address issues of racial disparity in all aspects of society.
Well said right there. Also coming out yesterday was news that the Department of Justice will not be charging Officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown. Reports say there was not enough evidence to disprove that the officer feared for his life. Brown's family released a statement saying they are disappointed with the decision, but are hopeful the department as a whole will be forced to change because of the report. And moving on, it was a big day in Boston as opening statements in the trial for accused Boston bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev got underway. The day began with an admission from Tsarnaev's defense team saying it was him. His defense attorney says they will not try and sidestep his role in the bombing. Instead, they're trying to show that he acted under the influence of his older brother Tamerlan, who was killed in a police shootout days after the bombing. Now, over the next few weeks, the jury is expected to hear from victims and others affected by those bombings. The April 2013 attack killed 3 people and injured at least 260. Overseas, the U.S. ambassador to South Korea, Mark Lippert, is recovering after being attacked with a knife. The attack happened after he gave a speech in Seoul, of course, the country's capital. Now, Lippert was slashed on the face and wrist as the man shouted no war training and that the 2 Koreas should be unified. The attacker is currently in custody. Now that it's come to light that Hillary Clinton used her private email while serving as Secretary of State, the House committee investigating the Benghazi, Libya attacks wants to see those emails. It issued subpoenas yesterday for the emails relating to the attacks. A tweet was released from Clinton's account late yesterday saying, "I want the public to see my email. I asked State to release them." You know, this whole thing is so bizarre to me. I mean, how did no one know that this was going on? Everyone in the studio, I mean, seriously.
I don't know. Who knows?
I need that. What?
What?
Yes, thank you. Honestly, we'll talk about that more a bit later. But last year's top 5 headlines, the World Health Organization says people across the globe are eating too much sugar. So if you're about to eat that donut, put it down now. Well, according to new guidelines, we should be consuming only 6 to 12 teaspoons a day, and that's all. To put that into perspective, guys, you could literally drink that much in a single can of soda.
Wow.
People have those, a couple times a day sometimes. Well, experts say reducing the amount we take in could help with health risks and obesity and diabetes, of course, among others.
So much, right?
The new guidelines, though, they don't focus on natural sugars like those in fruit, even though some personal trainers will say keep away from that as well. But this just makes me so upset because for me, it's like, stop putting too much sugar in our foods and then not telling us about it.
In the first place, right.
It's almost impossible to eat something without, it's impossible to eat something without
Have you ever tried to break up with sugar?
Absolutely.
It's the worst headache ever. You feel like you are going to die or kill someone.
Yes. Angry.
Yeah.
Angry.
When you break up with sugar, you are going to kill someone after
you
that.
need that sugar, you know what I'm saying?
You do need that sugar.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay away from, but it does make me angry.
It is. You gotta lower your count and just be mindful
Yeah.
of what you're putting in your body. I think that's the most important thing.